Hi, today's topic is addition. We have learned about addition in our lower grades. Let us upgrade the same thing here in our third grade. Now, under addition, we are going to learn how to add three digit numbers. Now, while adding three digit numbers, you will have two types of situations. You will have to add three digit numbers without carrying and addition with carrying. Then, we will learn how to add money. We will be learning about word problems. Also, we will learn how to estimate sum. This is the mind map of the full chapter. Let us proceed. Now, these are the two numbers 527 and 132. We have to add them. Both are three digit numbers. We will add them using an abacus stand. Now, since they are three digit numbers, there are three rods, ones rod, tens rod and hundreds rod. So let us consider the first number 527. 7 is in the ones place. So let us put 7 beads in the ones rod. 2 is in the tens place. So 2 in the tens rod and 5 is in the hundreds place. So 5 beads in the hundreds rod. We are going to add it with the second number. So let us take the second abacus stand. 2 in the ones rod, 3 beads in the tens rod and 1 bead in the hundreds rod. Okay, now we are going to add these two and get the answer. So we'll use the third abacus stand and this third abacus stand will give us the answer. Okay, so what we will do here is first we will remove all the ones bead of the first number and put it in the ones rod of the answer. Similarly, all the ones bead of the second number and put it in the ones rod of the answer. Same way, tens bead of the first number, tens rod of the answer, tens bead of the second number, tens rod of the answer. Similarly, hundreds bead of the first number, we'll put it in the hundreds rod of the answer, hundreds bead of the second number, in the hundreds rod of the answer. Now, this last abacus stand gives us the answer of this addition. If you carefully see, there are 9 beads in the ones rod, 5 beads in the tens rod, and 6 beads in the hundreds rod. So the answer is going to be 659. So let us write the final answer. 527 plus 132 gives us 659. What we did in this abacus stand, the same logic is used. You can add it without abacus stand also. So let us see how to do that. So we have to add these two numbers 316 and 543. Both are three digit numbers. So we'll prepare a table like this. Ones digits, tens digits and hundreds digits. Okay, so let us take the first number 316. When you are writing the digits, write it from right to left. Okay, similarly the second number 543, again when you are writing the digits, write it from right to left like this. We are going to add both of them, so put plus sign. First we will add ones digits, then we will add tens digits, then we will add hundreds digits. So let us add ones digits. 6 and 3, you can use your fingers to add. 6 and 3, when you add, how much you will get? You will get 9. Okay, similarly let us add tens digits. So 1 and 4, if you add, how much you'll get? You'll get 5 tens. And now let us add hundreds. 3 and 5, if you add, how much you'll get? Yes, 800. Correct? Now this what you got is your final answer. Correct? So let us write it. 316 plus 543 gives us 859. Let us take one more question. In this we are going to add 365 and 579. Both are three digit numbers, so let us prepare the table in the same way. First number 365, write the digits from right to left. Second number 579, write the digits from right to left, and we are going to add both of them. Let us see how to add. First, let us add ones. 5 ones and 9 ones. If you add, you will get 14 ones. Correct? 14. There are 2 here. 14. 2 digits. We cannot write 14 here. So how to write this? 14 is nothing but 10 plus 4. Or I can say it is nothing but 110 plus 4 ones. This ones, I can write it in this ones column. So let me write that 4 ones in the ones column. This 110, this 10 has to go in the tens column. So what happens, this 110 gets carried forward to the tens column. That is why we leave one gap and write these numbers. Okay, so that we can write this carry forward numbers. Okay, so 1 gets carried forward to the tens column. Now we'll add all the tens now. So add up all the tens, how much you'll get? 1 plus 6 gives you 7. 7 plus 7 gives you 14 again, but now it is 14 tenths. 14 tenths means it is 140. 140 is 100 plus 40. 100 means 100 you have, and 40 means 4 tenths. So 100 plus 4 tenths you have. This 4 tenths will come under tens column. So let us write it 4. This 100 will get carried forward to hundreds column. So let us carry forward that 100 there. Okay. So now when you are doing the sums, you don't have to do all this. So you got 14 when you added, you got 14. So simply write 4 down here, carry forward that 1 to the previous column. Okay. Now let us add all the hundreds. 1 plus 3 gives you 4. 4 plus 5 gives you 9. So this is your final answer that you got, 944. Okay, so we can write the final answer, 365 plus 579 is equal to 944. In the first sum, no carrying. The second sum, we learned how to carry forward and add. Okay, now let us take up a word problem. The question is this: Arjun bought the following items from a store. What is the total money he paid at the store? Let us see what did he buy. He bought a storybook for rupees 427. He bought set of crayons for rupees 134, and he bought a Rubik's cube for rupees 266. Okay, now how much money he paid at the store? The question is that. So first let us write all the details. Cost of the storybook rupees 427, cost of the crayon set rupees 134, cost of the Rubik's cube rupees 266. What is the total money he paid at the store is nothing but the sum total of all these three numbers. Yes or no? Since we have to add these three numbers, what we will do, we'll take the same table and then we'll put all the digits in that. Okay, so first number is 427, right to left you write the digits. Second number is 134, third number is 266. Always have the habit of writing the digits from right to left. And we are going to add all of them, so put a plus sign. First let us add the ones. Let us add the ones. 7 ones plus 4 ones gives us 11 ones. 11 ones plus 6 ones gives us 17 ones. 17. So what you will do, you will write 7 down there, and that 1 gets carried forward to the tens column. Okay. Now let us add all the tens. 1 plus 2 gives you 3. 3 plus 3 gives you 6. 6 plus 6 gives you how much? 12. Now 12, what you will do, 2 you will write in this column, and that 1 will get carried forward to the previous column. Now let us add all the hundreds. 1 plus 4 gives you 5. 5 plus 1 gives you 6. 6 plus 2 gives you 8. So total of all the hundreds is 8. So this what you got is the final answer, or this is nothing but the total money he paid at the store. So let us write. So total money paid by Arjun at the store is rupees 827. With the help of this sum, we learned word problem, we learned how to add money, and we also learned how to add when there are more than two 3-digit numbers. Here there were 3-digit numbers and we added all of them. Okay. Now, last we are going to learn how to estimate sum. Estimate. When do you use this word estimate? An estimate is used when exact answer is not needed, a reasonable answer is good enough. For example, suppose you have your birthday party next week. You are planning to call your friends. Okay, and suppose you got 13 friends in your school and about 17 friends in your building. So 30 people are going to come for your birthday party. Obviously, you'll arrange for food, isn't it? Now, everybody likes pastries. Suppose you order for pastries. Are you going to order exactly for 30 pastries? No. 30 people are going to come, but you will order little more so that everyone can have it. Right? Because some of them may eat 2 or 3 if they like it very much. So, when exact answer is not expected, a reasonable answer is good enough, that time we estimate. Okay. Now, here we are going to estimate sum of two numbers. Let us estimate 42 and 23, the sum of 42 and 23. 42 plus 23, what is the estimate? Let us calculate. So let us take 42 first. 42 is nothing but 4 tens and 2 ones. Okay. Similarly, 23 is nothing but 2 tens and 3 ones. First, let us add these tens. 4 tens and 2 tens, if you add, you will get 6 tens, or this is nothing but 60. Okay, so we can say 42 plus 23 is about 60. This 60 is the lower value. Okay, now 42 and 23, if you add, you get 60. Approximately 60 you get. Round about 60 you get. This 60 is the lower value. But if you add, yeah, it is more than 60 also. Right? 42 and 23, if you add, you will get 65. It is more than 60. Now we have to see for the higher value. What will be the higher value? Now, as you increase this digit at the ones place, suppose it is 45 and this is 25. If you add this 45 and 25, if you add up, you will get 70. Now the sum, the result is going away from 60. Okay, the lower value you got 60, the high, means it is going away from 60. Now if you see it is 70. If you make this 46 and 26, it will go further away from 60. Okay, now, so what we do, we consider what will be the largest number. We consider the largest number. The largest number in the ones digit is 9. Yes or no? If the digit at the ones place in both the numbers is 9, which is the greatest digit, then the estimated value will be less by how much? Let us add 49 and 29. If you add up, you will get 78. Okay, now 60 is the lower value and the 78 is the higher value. Okay, so your estimated sum 60 is less by how much? 9 ones of the first number and 9 ones of the second number, because we added, yeah, we added just 40 and 20. Okay, so if it is 49 and 29, it is 9 ones less in the first number, 9 ones less in the second number. So 9 ones of the first number and 9 ones of the second number is equal to 18 ones, it is less. Okay, so what we do, we estimate 42 and 23 sum. First we add the tens, we got 60, the lower value, and then to this 60 we add 18 to get the higher value, and the higher value 60 plus 18 will be 78. So what do we say? We say the sum of the two numbers 42 and 23 is between 60 and 78. It is 65, actual sum is 65, that 65 lies between 60 and 78. Lower value is 60, higher value is 78. Both are equal. Okay, now let us take up a situation, one more example of estimating sums. 27 and 67, you want to estimate the sum. 27 is nothing but 2 tens plus 7 ones. 67 is 6 tens and 7 ones. First you add the tens. 2 tens and 6 tens, if you add, how much you will get? 8 tens, which is 80. This 80 is the lower value. Now to find the higher value, what you will do? Add 18 to this 80. When you add 18 to this 80, what you will get? You will get 98. 98 is the higher value. So what we can say, the sum of 27 and 67 is between 80 and 98, both inclusive. Okay, and actually if you see, the sum is 94 and it is between 80 and 98. Okay, so that completes this module. Thank you.